Hey everybody, today we are going to be looking at the Mission Gold pan set of 24 colors. So this is the box it comes in. And then on the back we have our color chart and a little bit of information on I guess how you can remove the pans and move them around. These are supposed to be extremely easy lifting paints, and they're actually, I would say, fancy paints. One of the things that they talk about with the Mission Gold watercolors specifically is that while they are curing, they are put into these clay pots, and classical music is played for them. I'm not sure what that does for them, but the proof will be in the pudding, as they say. So we are going to take this out of the box and swatch these colors out. Please be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more unbox and swatch videos in the future. So let's open it up. Let's see what is inside. Alright, set our box aside. Looks like it has been put in a bag. Alright, so these are our Mission Gold class pans. The box feels like it's made out of like a resin, plastic, and let's open it up. Okay. So inside there are these protective plastic pieces that I assume just keep those pans in place. The pans are nicely labeled ahead of time for you. And then the paperwork inside has a color chart, some information on their manufacturing. And these pans are actually, they're not a half pan, they're not a full pan, they're somewhere in between. They're their own kind of size. So it's a 2 milliliter Mission Full pan is what they call it. So it is a larger than half pan color. But let's see how much color you need to use in the first place before we worry about the size of the pan. So I guess we will remove our labeling. Okay. And you can see this one came up. Now these pans are a little tacky. In fact, I don't know if you can pick up on that, but as I touch it, you can see my fingerprint kind of appear on it. These colors are definitely a little bit tacky, and I think that that will lend itself to picking up a lot easier than some other types of watercolor pans. And you can see that those just go right back into their little holster spaces. So what we'll do is move this over, get it set up, and we'll swatch the colors. I guess I should also mention right before we do that you have these two mixing areas in this impact resistant material. I think this would make for a really nice palette. It feels like the bulletproof palettes that really do well for the colors mixing and not beating up. If you've ever experienced that before, you need to buff your palette down so that the color doesn't bead and it behaves more like a regular palette. But let's go ahead and swatch these out and see how they do. Okay, so outside of the white, I think that there is one sore thumb out of this set of 24, because I can't tell you just how little scrubbing was involved and how vibrant the colors are, which got me concerned with this very first color we put out, which is supposed to be a Prussian blue. Now, we could easily have edited around this, but I want you guys to, really experience what an unboxing and swatching of this would be like. And my best guess is that I left some adhesive on from when I peeled the labels off. So what I'm going to try to do is get that adhesive off and then try to cover that again one more time. So yeah, this was my error, but I was able to get the color up, this Prussian blue. I've actually used Mission Gold several times before, and I've never had that particular problem, but I've never actually taken the time to inspect the pans, so let this be a teaching moment, for lack of a better word, to make sure that your pans are clear of any of the adhesive that comes with the labeling. But out of these colors, I would say they are very impressive, very vibrant. They even dried vibrantly, and even though they all will pale as watercolors do, the color shift was quite minimal with these paints. I really like Mission Gold paints, and I actually really like this set. It's a little bit larger than a traditional travel set, but what I like about that particularly is A, you have these two larger mixing areas, but B, you can also fit stuff in it like a water brush or even a full set of your waterproof pens. And what we're actually going to do is put a little kit together for you guys at home where you can get this large set, and since it's already a large set, we actually pulled out a larger size of our Aqua Reflections journal, which will allow you to paint beautiful landscape size. Has the pocket in the back, really nice pad. So this little kit that will have this Aqua Reflections, the Mission Gold, the Aquastroke Go, and your Super Black lettering and calligraphy set, which are great pens to work with watercolor because they dry waterproof. We'll have all those ready to go for you in the links provided. And one last thing, although this is what I'm going to be putting in the kit, if you are so inclined to include a regular size brush instead of using a Aquastroke Go type brush, there is plenty of room to hold a couple of large full-size watercolor brushes. So keep that in mind. Mission Gold Watercolors set of 24. Some really vibrant colors that picked up very easily. Really nice to work with.